Okay guys, we're back for round two, just part two of this video. This is for the early access of the US hybrid battleships, unique Pan-Asian Commander, and also Airship Escort, and the other new features for the game.
More wannabe CVs.
Just to start off with this in this video, welcome to 2023 folks, Happy New Year and everything, and at the same time, Happy New Year indeed, yay!
Fireworks, poof.
Okay.
The official fix.
And
we spare that expense.
Yep, and we'll send it over to Tazzy's house. Okay, it's awesome. Now, with all that being said, the Devlog 400. Wow, Devlog 400. Damn, man. So as you know, folks, patch 12 is coming out soon. Okay, so we're not too far away from it.
Yeah, it's like end of the month. No, not far away.
Actually, you know, to come to think of it, you might be right, because like I'm just thinking that we're very close to it now.
Oh, it's not far away at all.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick glance at it in terms of game blogs from a certain website that we use. It's called World of Warship Gamer Blogs, which is a very good handy place.
Website that we use. You first. We do have to use websites.
This is the World of this is like the World of Warships Gamer Blog place.
In the wiki.
And basically, by the looks of it, the PTS is down. It's finished at the moment.
I haven't played PTS in ages. I really should.
Same here. I should have been doing it too. Santa containers, folks. We got less than 12 days to go.
Yes, because it's the same with
the patch release.
The mission for Dido and Canaries.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
I got to finish actually.
Yeah, I haven't got Canaries. I got both. Which is awesome.
I got Dido.
Dildo. I mean Dido. Sorry, I mean like yeah.
That was a fantastic ship. It had a great war history. Leave the Royal Navy alone.
Well, we'll leave that ship alone. But there's a lot of funny meme references about the way the Dido first came out of World Warships Day. Don't worry, I was actually half drunk at the time, and I actually heard.
Oh, there you go.
I misheard. You know, like how somebody said called a Dido as a dildo. Ever since then, from one person to another, that name stuck in my head for a very long time, and it took me a while to, remember to differentiate between the two. So, yeah, folks, don't do what I did by letting that slip, and actually in the devlogs when I actually said the wrong name.
Sitting when they were story inside, I'm getting cranky.
Yes, exactly. But the funny thing is, when I look at this, just by looking at the release date for version 12 for the patch for World of Warships, did you know, Taz, we're less than 12 days away?
I had a feeling.
Apparently, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, because if I go to combat missions, my tab, it says to me 10 days to complete the mission for Dido and Canaries, which would fall in line with the next change.
And you're not wrong by saying that too as well, because like remember the good old battle pass we have?
Yes.
That gives us a pretty good accuracy.
That's also got 10 days left to run, isn't it?
That's right. And folks, I mean, like,
I have to level 33. I'm not going to 60.
But folks, by the way, before we do talk about that, so in regarding to the battle pass, okay, I had one question, and the question is like, what happens if you complete the stages already? What happens afterwards? You still can go beyond that. Apparently, I heard.
Okay.
I don't know exactly the answer for what rewards you get, but I think you might get some resources or something.
I didn't make it that far.
I don't know yet, because I'm getting close to it. Just to give you enough idea, I'm actually 7 stages away from it, and if I keep playing the game the way I'm doing now, because the way I'm streaming and things like that, I have a feeling once you do complete it and you go beyond that, I think you're going to get some reward of some kind.
I think they made this battle pass
Easy or hard?
Yeah, hard.
Actually, it's doable this time around, isn't it?
No, it's not. Because
Not doable or undoable?
I've only got up to 30.
Really?
And I probably play like the average person 2-3 nights a week. I'm not really on.
Oh, well, okay, well...
If I am on every night, if I am, it's only like for 2-3 hours. I'm not like a heavy. I sit down and play 4 or 5 6 hour straight sessions.
Well, okay,
Well,
well...
people like Ian, who are streaming constantly and they've got the chance to knock over these things, and because I have to go to work and come home and do other family stuff. You know, I've got a life outside the game.
Well, there are some people out there that do play World of Warships
So
more than 5 days a week at least.
Yeah. So for the casual player, I would suppose class myself as to get to 30, which I'm at the 33 now. That is a hell of an achievement just for me. I'm not going to get nowhere near 60 in the next 10 days. Unless I really, really dig deep and start pushing hard.
Well, the only way you can dig deep and pushing hard is actually, that's around like what, playing at least about 5-6 hours a day, something like that.
And I've got other stuff to do in real life. Don't need to worry about instead of sitting here trying to finish Battle Pass.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look at my Battle Pass where I'm at right now. So in terms of
yes, the missions aren't that difficult. It's not that hard. No.
Yeah, so
the fact that made 60 stages long. So I've now got 10 days left to go. I've got the stage 33. I finally tweaked that if you use a battleship, you get the battle pass missions done faster. Battleships tend to, because damage and potential damage and whatnot, battleships tend to clock this up like there's no tomorrow. I'm between a battleship name at the moment. It's scaring me. I want my destroyer back. But 60 stages is just phenomenally long for the casual player.
Well, here's an example of, it definitely speaking here. So I'm just in the middle of tweaking it to show it on the screen here in a moment, folks, while Chazzy's talking. But
modern science.
Just by looking at it, it is pretty doable. Just by looking at it. But here's an example, folks, what it looks like. So this is mine on my account at the moment right now. I have 11 days to go as of today in this video. And I'm on stage 54 and I only got 6 more stages and that's it. I'm going to call it quits. And when I hit
but how many hours a day you put into it though, Rev?
Yeah, here's the thing. I agree with you in this comment because and I know. As a streamer and as a person who has been playing the game a lot, and I know that I have been putting in more than 4 hours a day in terms of streaming.
And also, it's not pointing bones here, but it's your lifestyle. Because you're with your parents and yourself, that's it.
Yeah. And
you work from home and you're mostly you on your own, really.
Well,
whereas someone like me, I've got family to think about. I've got to get to and from work. I've got to do meals. I've got fire brigade training. I've got stuff outside that has to get done outside of WoWs. So for like a casual player who has a family, job, other activities, put that much time into a game is impossible.
It can be doable. It depends, like what your profession is and how you do time management. There are some people that do that. There's some people do that, but we can't point that.
But the average casual player like myself, we've got just look and go, well, that's a big hill to climb.
Well, you see, like as a casual player, the way I view it is that any rewards is nice, to be honest.
Yes.
And
to be honest, I'm making more steel in the Battle Pass and playing clans.
This is what I will say very openly to everyone out there. The good thing about the Battle Pass, I know this is sidetracking from what we were going to be talking about in this video, but
we're famous for this.
I mean, like, this is a very good point for content reasons and understanding
This
for everyone.
this is how you roll. We know that.
Yeah,
we sidetrack.
Exactly. But in a good way, let me just tell you a couple good things about the Battle Pass. One, I know that it is frustrating to everyone out there, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to playing the game, in terms of like the grind. Okay, we all grind from the ground up to get to where we want. Okay, if you played like games like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Guild Wars, and things like that, remember when we first play in any game, where do you start? Ground 1. Okay, ground 0. Technically,
start at the bottom and work your way up.
You start at the bottom and work your way up. So before you work your way up to get the good stuff, it is, you know, this is like, you know, in all seriousness though, the Battle Pass, in my perspective, it is a very self-rewarding system. Just by looking at, you know, from when you first started the Battle Pass, I mean, like, you get some random good containers, get some Commander XP, free XP, different rewards as you go up. Now, if you did buy the premium pass and you get some great diminishing returns for it, it is worth it if you want to invest it into it. But do you have to have it? No. You don't have to have it, because even though the rewards is nice as it is, without it, it is still a free-to-play game, okay? So you still have that option to buy the doubloons and invest it. What was it, like about under 7,000, was it? 7,000 doubloons or something? Yeah, something like that, anyway. Anyway, just think about a rough figure like 7,500 doubloons, okay? If you put 7,500 doubloons into a Battle Pass, per patch, which is roughly every 4-5 weeks, thereabouts, in a way. It's not too bad, but at the same time, though, it's not a must-have, if that makes sense.
Battle Pass Premium or Pro or Plus, or whatever you
call it premium stuff, benefit.
Only really is beneficial if you've got the ability to put time in to complete the whole Battle Pass. Someone like me, I'm not going to make it to the end. I've got 11 days to go. I've got 32 stages left to run. I'm just going to end up wasting buying the premium pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
It very much comes down to your personal situation.
Exactly. And as you can see here, folks, is that like you got two categories. One is the free pass, and one is the premium pass. Now the premium pass has got like all the good rewards and stuff that you can get, but look, even in the free pass, you still can get some resources, research bureau,
I'm getting
and stuff like that.
It's a steal.
So steel's good, and you know, to be honest, as Tazzy and I have played this game for quite some time, the biggest gripe that we have in this game, just like anyone else that goes through this, is that steel is a rare resource to get in the game. Okay, if your clan is not doing clan battles, it's like, let me just backtrack where we're coming from. If your clan that you play on, there are times that, you know, real life happens, and you know, as it is, ship happens, right? So if you have a situation where your clanmates can't do clan battles every week, every day, or whatever it is available on the time, everyone misses out, and everyone's going like boo-hoo-hoo, you know, start trying to find ways to merc. Like, when we say merking, it's basically you get invited to a different group that's actually hosting it, and you'll be part of their group to get, you know, what the resources you want in the game.
Last resort, you pick up your 20 steel and you get daily missions.
That's right, as well too. And you know, like, there are other ways as well. Dockyard as well. You can get some steel as well by completing the missions for it. Brawls, rank battles.
If you spend a lot of cash and you lot.
That's the only downside about Dockyard. I mean, Dockyard, to be honest with you, if you have a lot of doubloons already saved up and you want to just say, like, screw it, I'm just going to get the Dockyard from start to finish, that's fine. But
and you smash out missions and pick up steel.
But you know, as a free-to-play player that we all started, and still to this day, I will tell you this now: the best advice that we can give you is that don't rush into investing into something that you're not going to be playing a lot of. Okay, if you want to get like cool stuff, you know, aside from winning good stuff from streamers, okay, or with the World of Warship stream or things like that, or
I don't mean things.
or random, you know, a drop like a super container, which is great. Super containers in the game is good because
You've not been that great lately.
you know, super containers can be pretty good too. And when we say a super container comes out onto your, you know, containers as a reward, and if it comes to your port and you draw out a ship, hey, more power to you. Resources, more power to you.
The chances of getting a ship these days are very, very slim. Slim than they used to be. It used to be a regular occurrence.
Some people are lucky, but I think I think it's just a little bit of a luck of the draw, unfortunately.
When they were first introduced, you almost guarantee a ship coming out of them. Almost.
You're right. You're right.
And you got some great stuff now. It's like, oh great, I've just got 50 flags. Woo!
Wow.
Oh, I do need flags because I run out of restock them. Line containers of flags.
Yeah.
Credits of the ships.
Yeah, true that.
But yeah, I mean, it's Battle Pass has been great for. Oh, let's face it, this clan season has been pretty slack for our clan.
Wow, for everyone, I mean, like for our clan, it's been
the time that they released
yeah.
Clan season, which is stupid. It's clan to Christmas time. Yeah,
you know, like clan season for this last season has been very disappointing because, like, we know that this time of year, this is the bit of a downside about clan battles is that clan battles around this time of year, most of everyone that we know and hang around with are on holidays. And it's not like we don't have like a hate against that, you know, for Christmas or anything like that, or anything about that sort of thing. But in all seriousness, everyone's entitled to have holidays and do whatever they want.
Yeah, but scheduling a clan season, the
scheduling for this, stupid. Yeah, it's not right. No, I mean, like, if the amount of stuff that we have to do in a way, for the dockyard, the Santa event, to other things that's in there already, there's plenty. There's no need for clan battles for, you know, for Christmas to New Year period. That's just as our feedback, but we're just gonna say it, leave it like that for now. But let's get to the dev blog. Officially, yes, we're officially in the dev blog. Alrighty then. Tazzy, my friend. Okay.
Engine Commander. Hello. What's your name again? Zenbring? Chinese. Sorry, Chinese people. Can you not mention your names?
Siving. Yeah.
He's coming update 12.0.
Yes, this is a Lunia. Oh, by the way, Gung Hei Fa Choi. Or ZZZ. And
what did he say?
Gung Hei Fa Choi? Happy New Year in Chinese.
Oh my god, you're multilingual. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
I can tell it's shitting.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend's girlfriend's Chinese. Anyway, moving on.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so my Zarsen bring here.
Yes.
He's got aircraft carrier engine boost, squadron engine boost.
Yes.
So up to 75%. So 7.5 for the squadron engine. Hey, airplanes fly faster! Yay! That makes my DD day so much happier. Faster flying airplanes. Woo! Hang on. What Pan-Asian carrier?
Yeah, there's the modem and the ding slowly ... Okay, moving on. I mean, like, we have no idea what this Pan-Asian. Well, actually, hold on, stop it. Pan-Asian carrier, Sanzang. We're forgetting. We're neglecting that thing.
Oh.
Remember?
This one?
Sanzang.
Okay, all right. There you go.
Hang on 1 second. I'm actually triple checking.
It's not in the game. No, it's not. We got a
CV.
Pan Asian carrier coming.
We do have one, and I'm gonna show it on the. There we go. So this Pan Asian CV that I have is the Senzang Tier 8 Saipan.
Oh, really?
That's the Tier 8 Saipan. Okay, so that was been out in the last lunar event. Does it imply more Pan Asian CVs coming out? Maybe, but in all seriousness, though, just to put it out there, I'm not really a fan of the Saipan, but I'm still working on it.
Yeah, Richard passed me, and it looks horrible.
But yeah, I'm still working on it. But
it was absolutely horrible.
The ship itself is pretty decent, the Sanzang, but there's a lot of involvement involved just to learn how to play it. So don't worry, we're working on that. It's a good carrier though. I've been told by many people.
Saipan itself was a good ship. It was a real ship.
It is, and I'm still working how to play it. I don't know what is it with me and with the Saipan. I don't know, but I'm still working on that.
I thought when I hear being a CV hater, it is a tricky CV to play. But once you can hang it, quite potent. Someone to believe.
Yes.
I might try CVs again one day. Let's go. Battleships.
Tassie and CVs. That'll be the day that I have to surrender something.
We'll discuss that later.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that should be a very lengthy discussion.
Yeah, there'll be a very lengthy discussion.
Oh, yes. Much alcohol will be involved.
Yeah.
Battleships. Emergency and repair specialist. Cooldown with damage control party and repair party. Nick minus 4%. Instead of minus 3, so faster repair.
Yeah. Not bad.
Vigilance.
Vigilance is pretty good.
Position. It's good. It's a good lookout. Look, there, torpedo, turn the ship.
Yeah, it looks pretty decent though.
Cruisers and destroyers. Consumable enhancements. That's it. It makes your consumables go faster. Nice. 12.5. Well, it's slightly quicker. Not exactly hugely quicker. Here we go. Unique talents. Increase combat readiness. Triggered once per battle or obtain the combat scout achievement. What was that? And reduces squadron preparation time and main battery reload time by 20%. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's a big plus there.
Ooh.
I'm waiting to check this out when it comes out. That'll be interesting. Torpedo Master as well. It's not bad as well.
When scoring 6 top hits increases the speed of torpedo 5%, reduces cooldown of reload acceleration.
Yeah.
By 25% and adds 1 charge. Ooh.
Looking at this right now, the commander's abilities or unique talents, that actually implies there's actually some good things coming our way with this commander.
Put him on my...
for the aircraft, I understand. For the aircraft, I understand why. Pan Asian ships, there is a whole bunch of Pan Asian ships you can play. Like all the cruisers and destroyers in there.
Should put my U more often. If I put him on my U game, wow.
Well, I haven't actually grinded much on my ships in general, but I will admit that just by looking at it, I might look in the idea of maybe getting the Pan Asian cruisers like the Jinan, a very good go at this thing, and also the Yuyang.
I haven't done the cruiser line yet. I should.
Yeah, I should probably keep grinding on that. I have the Loyang, I have the Anshan, very good ships by the way.
I don't like Anshan.
The only reason I like the Anshan was actually back in the day of the Brawls.
Its guns are too slow.
Yeah, but the Brawls was fun because I had the funny part about the Anshan was that I spend most of the time being an escort ship and actually just letting the others do the work for me. So that's not too bad, though. All things.
I don't like it. The gun's too slow. I'm a destroyer. I like my guns fast. Gadget-Mata. Love Gadget-Mata.
Yeah.
That is an awesome destroyer.
That is a very awesome destroyer, mate.
High Sing, which is the Benson. US Benson. Great ship.
Yeah.
Chung Moon, which is the Pan-Asian Fletcher. Good ship.
Yeah.
Yu Yang, which is the Alan M. Summers class. Which see, this is that's what annoys me. The Yu Yang is an Alan M. Summers class destroyer, which is next destroyer released by the Americans after the Fletcher.
Yes.
And went to war in the Pacific Theatre during. There's only like a handful, but they did actually serve in the war. Where the Gearings, which are actually the follow-ons to the Summer class, didn't see any warships at all. They were post-war and Korea. So, yeah, that's me being nitpicky. But those are all great destroyers, and put him in that with that torpedo skills. Oh, he could be fun.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you a commander. On the market for a new commander, it seems.
Oh, it's nice to have a new commander. It's nice to have a unique commander. I mean, like, at the moment, just by looking in the game at the moment, I'll just have a quick glance at this.
I'm trying to get enough coal to get Cunningham.
Just by looking at it,
Cunningham in my thunder.
Commanders. Is there a Pan-Asian commander aside from Dasha? No.
Not like this, no.
Oh, aside from Darong, which is
he's just a standard commander who's a premium that has no abilities. He's not like a Lucian or a Cunningham or anything like that. But this guy
we don't have. Yeah, we can agree on this one. We don't have a unique commander that has all this cool stuff. No, we don't.
What's this? What's it? Standby stocks. Triggers upon receipt of every on-perform minion's potential damage. Whoa!
Where are you seeing that?
Standby stocks. Triggers upon receiving every 1.5 million units of potential damage.
Oh wow!
Reduces consumable reload time by 6.5%.
Yeah, that's actually a good one.
So you put him in. Is it a battleship, Pan-Asian?
Maybe cruiser in this case.
Or cruiser? Drive around and shot at.
Yeah.
Your consumables are going to be going through the roof and around. Okay.
That's nice.
This guy's got some handy tricks up his sleeve.
That's nice, though. That's nice. So, and this commander, generally speaking, looks good.
Yeah, you like Pan-Asian ships? Go get him.
That's like, and it'll be good to have a good unique commander like this.
Pan-Asian ships. Oh.
The collection items can be obtained from the standard Age of Sanzing containers.
Usuals.
Which will be rewarded in a complete special chain. This is per usual for the battle pass. So this is going to be the new battle pass, folks.
And usual missions as per.
Good luck with it. It's actually a good opportunity. This is what the containers look like, which is pretty nice.
It's no collection to add to the tree.
Yep, and as also a number of interface improvements have been added to collections, which is going to be interesting as well. Now,
here we go.
Airship. Now
it's back.
It's back again. So
the new name.
So the Airship Escort, which is AKA the Dirigible Derby. Dirigible.
There we go.
Dirigible Derby. Now,
Dirigible Derby, because some idiots decided to use the actual original name for Airship.
Yeah, true. But the funny thing is, though, we're going to call it a DD event. Yay. Okay. Because there's a lot of double destruction. There's a lot of double destruction in Airship Escort. Now, folks,
I like double Ds.
If you're not aware of what the Airship Escort is all about, let me just summarize it with Tazzy here what it is. So you can
Two
play.
teams?
You can play
Two
with
airships.
two teams with airships. Okay.
Airship you cannot destroy, no matter how hard you try. And I've tried.
You can't destroy an airship no matter what. Even if you play a CV, you can't fly to the airship and destroy it. So
We have tried, people. Give up.
we have tried to break the mechanic.
We gave it a good crack, but didn't quite get there.
In all
Two
seriousness,
teams, two airships. The mission: get your ship there first.
Yep.
Without being wiped out by the opposite team.
Mm-hmm.
The more ships you lose, or damage you take, the slower your airship goes.
Yeah. So hence why, like, the more airships that you have in the circle that the airship has,
Warships.
Warships in there.
That's right. More ships have in the circle on the airship, the faster airship goes.
Yes. However, there's a real trick behind that. The trick behind that is that as soon as an enemy ship gets in that circle, it stops. So it slows down to a very slow speed for the airship that's affected by it, or it can stop for a period of time. Now, I will be honest with you folks, I mean, like, it is a fun and engaging event, but it can be stressful too, because it's the reason why I say stressful, and the reason I put it out there why is because that some people just don't cooperate, and I understand why. Because, like, look, it's a common factor that we've been seeing time and time again in Brawls, in Ranked, in random battles, and even it happens in co-op now, which is kind of sad, really. And wait, to add the list, for the first time in history, is operations now. I'm sorry to say this, but
number of idiots who go off and do their own thing.
You know, like, there are times in there, you know, like, no matter how good you are or how much you want to succeed or anything like that, it only takes one. Just, I'm gonna put it out there in context, just one to wreck it. That's all. However,
one person to go, you know what, I'm going to go my own way in Hermes, and you've done that.
I have seen a very strange and unique gameplay for Operation Narai when we had a battleship
war crimes
who just charged down to get the CV but died at the CV by ramming it only.
Yep, I've seen battleships go over and take out the transports.
Yep, I see that too.
I'm thinking, why are you doing that when you over here take on the Missouri?
I actually laughed hysterically at one Operation Narai out of the blue. It was a destroyer player, which is awesome. Okay, I love destroyer players. And look, it's good to know some good friends who play the destroyers, right? However, the funniest moment is that, have you ever had a drunken destroyer player?
No comment.
Short version of this one was that this guy thought I was the enemy battleship. So guess what? He was torping the hell out of me. And then as he got closer and closer to the Missouri in Narai, he got pink status and then orange status in the same battle. And when he got to orange status, his health bar went down, down, and down. So every time he kept hitting me, his health bar, well, let's just say, went 0.
Thanks for playing, my friend.
So, but it's an unfortunate circumstance for him because the only way to get from pink status to orange status and so quickly is that you have to play a few games back to back and deliberately hit your teammates all the time. It's kind of funny when he thought I was actually the enemy player and actually kept trying to hit me.
I'm just friendly flying and sick cubes like that on your own team.
Well, you know, actually, friendly fire was not enabled at all in operations, but always kept on in, as you know, co-op and random and brawls and even clan battles. So,
so
let me just phrase that. Friendly fire was enabled in every other game mode except operations. That was it. There's the only safe haven you only had in the game.
You can't sink me in operations.
Yeah, we can joke about it, tease people about it, but that sort of thing. I love the screenshots, by the way, with this, you know, like the Airship Escort mission. It looks fantastic.
Yes. So this year's rule, similar to the last one, funny enough. Yeah. However, each team has an invulnerable. There it is again. Look, we've tried. We have tried. An vulnerable airship moving along a fixed route. Now, remember this, folks. The airship follows a fixed route, so you know where it's going to go. And so the bad guys.
It's going to go 360 that way, and then 180 degrees that way, and then it'll go to the one line, and then the J line afterwards. Okay.
What did you go to the J line?
Well, don't ask. You know, like I have to admit, there was one period in this game that someone taking the time to do a bit of meme about it. It's like a few moments later, the airship is still stuck at J10.
Meanwhile, on J10.
So you had the sad thing about this was that you had 6 ships at J10 literally parked there in the green cap, waiting anxiously to see the thing move, and this thing is not moving, and it's like, what's going on? That was the only one that I've seen out of the whole lot of the last few years of this event as such, and it's still there to this day as a memory, but unfortunately I tried to find that video and I can't find it anymore. It's a real shame though.
So it should follow a fixed route, so
yeah,
you're stuck. You got no choice, you can't deviate, you got to follow it.
Yeah.
Now, and the bad guys know your route, so guess what? The task of each team is to be the first to escort their airship to the end of the route to destroy or enemy ships.
This is actually a very good, fun,
vicious game mode
and engaging event for everyone. If you want to muck around, have a few drinks, talk random stuff, have a having a good old social night with friends, this is a good way to do it. Okay, this is the best way to do it. If you
give how drunk you get when you're playing.
You know,
games tend to get a bit weird at certain points.
Oh, mate, there are some moments I just like look at in the corner over here and go like, "Really, bro? Is this what's going on here?" It's just, yeah, it's like you know, like crikey, mate. It's like, you know, like I'm so like sitting there, go like, I remembered a while back, like one of my friends, he was having a few drinks, and I swear when he was so intoxicated for himself and the way he was talking to us on Discord,
who could that be? I wonder.
And I just said to myself, like, mate, wow, I'm speechless, but that's gold.
It was hilarious.
It was great. Hilarious. You know, like, you know, in all seriousness though, life is too short. You've got to have fun. Okay, so you got to have fun. So we definitely, you know, like all limits are off, folks. I mean, like when you're ever doing the dirigible,
4 or 5 runs, make sure you aim at the right ship.
Just have fun.
Just saying, 4 or 5 runs, aim at the right ship.
You know, the one thing I love about escort missions or even events like this, you know, like not just for the airship, but for the transports and things like that, they've done over the past few years with this.
Oh, transport, that's a good one.
You know, transports or airship are great events. They're great. I mean, like, I remembered with the transport event, when they did similar to this, they had their own route and they had the transports and, you know, different locations.
That's good fun. I enjoyed that.
And it was very good.
Especially Destroyer. You go sneaking in the transports.
Destroyer gameplay, mate. I love playing the black. I love playing the black, dude. remember that, like, you and I were at Div Tassie, we're going up against Ian and also Caesar, and that was hilarious.
Oh,
My
we're
my
balls.
10.5 kilometer torps were going so slow, heading towards Caesar and
They're
one
blind.
corner, and Caesar just got like catches all my torps. I'm going like, wait, what? What the hell?
What did you hit? See that? How did you get me?
Yeah, it's like, wait, Caesar?
Why did I hit? How'd you hit me? You hit the same lines?
Yeah. Oh, mate, it was some gold.
Oh, that was I can't believe you ran into all those. Like, what the hell? It's the slowest tops in the world.
But, you know, like, as you said, Plane Destroyer is nice fun, because, like, you can sink a lot of transports with torps and muck around with it. But getting back to the task at hand here, but...
Airship escorts are in for a number of improvements. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tier 8 to 10 ships of all types. Yeah, some fun.
Mm.
We're able to participate this year, because last time it was just tier 8, top of my head. Yes, it was only tier 8 last time.
Hmm.
So then you got 3 tiers. Okay. In a 12 by 12 format. So that's
glad
roughly,
there's no super ships, though.
that's roughly the same as random, give or take.
Yep.
Battles will take place on a larger pool of maps. Hooray!
Yes.
And airship routes will be updated on a number of old maps. So we actually have more options to do more things and more maps and more fun.
That's good.
Wargaming, you listen to us. Hooray.
Hmm.
Now, this is Wargaming the word. Now, if your team speeds up an allied airship and slows down the enemy at the same time, the allied airship will receive an additional acceleration.
Mm-hmm.
This change will make so the battle will not drag on, which some did. When one,
I like the wording. This will
not drag on.
Drag
one
on.
of the teams was able to gain a serious advantage over the enemy. Yeah, no comment. Been there, done that. It sucks.
Mate, in all seriousness though, whenever we had, you know, events like this, we know exactly what we're talking about. I mean, like, I know for a fact that I had been through this before, and yeah,
it sucks. You down to 1 or 2 ships, and your airships are hardly moving. It takes forever.
You know, like, I remembered I was streaming this last year, and oh man, I remember there was one battle I did on the Asia server, and you were there, Ian was there, Season was there, Shin was there, and a few others. We were all there having fun, but we were annoyed a little that the battle was the one battle we're doing was dragged on forever, and it was like and I just said to myself, like, come on, man, by the time I will finish my first bottle of whiskey, and then it's just like
yes, that may have caused a few reactions in the chain drinking system.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Which resulted in a number of questionable gameplay moves being produced. Why would you do that? Alcohol.
I just could not stop laughing about it, man. I just could not stop laughing about it, though, because, like, even though it was great content and when we did it, but you know, like, look, I understand if you're doing King of the Sea or tournaments or even clan battles that's dragged on, but come on, seriously, an airship event dragged on? Stop it.
It took forever.
But I'm glad Wargaming, thank you so much for doing that, by the way. I really want to say thank you, because, like, man, I mean, like, look, I'm so stoked.
We can drink by fantastic games.
So that means that how many Burmans are going to have is probably quicker than when they actually don't have to worry about loading the shells anymore.
No, 2 drinks per game instead of 6.
Yeah, I remember how smashed I was on that night.
Oh, man, end of that session, we were hammered.
Oh, all of us were hammered. It was like, wow. It was just like, come on, man.
Let's get angry. I don't know, but
it's like
drinking
all I can remember at that time is like how long that stream went for.
It went for a while.
It was a while.
Are we drinking? Yes. There was something? Not quite. At the same time, interesting battles. This is their word. Interesting battles.
I like the wording they do this, yes.
In which the forces of the opponents are equal will last a little longer due to the reduction in the base speed of airships. So I'll translate that to if you've got equal tier, like all tier 10s,
Yes.
the battle will go longer because the airship's going, the spaceship is slow, so you've got more time to shoot each other. Rough translation.
Yeah.
Escorting an allied airship as well as slowing an enemy will bring additional experience and credits.
Yep.
Always handy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, updated and improved combat interface.
That is interesting.
Translation: we changed something in the UI you can't see. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know, like in all seriousness, though, I think that, you know, like we'll know more when we actually live stream it or do it offline. And
there we go. Just make it feel special.
And it'll be interesting.
You can get special achievements for this type of battle and earn community tokens. That I like.
That's true.
I need more tokens.
Good for getting some camos and super containers and things like that.
Yeah, I haven't got any of those containers yet. I think I've used my tokens for some stuff. I want to get one of the tier 7 containers. Tier 7 ships.
In the game itself, I mean, like if you're wondering where these kind of community tokens are and stuff like that in the game, let me just quickly show it to you folks where it is. So when you go to the armory in World of Warships, there's a thing that says Naval Community. Click on that and then you'll see all your community token availability stuff. As you can see here, like I got like 4,200 available at the moment for myself.
Like a roll.
But you know, like as you can see, you can get some camos for like, you know, different ships like the Fuso, the Bliskowicz, the Texas, the North Carolina, also the Leningrad. Yeah. And also, there's also, of course, like the symbols of the Yukon, a few other things in the game as well too. But in all seriousness, though, folks, I mean, like, this is a great opportunity. How does this work? Well, okay, so with the community tokens, in the game, how it works is basically a recruiting station. Okay, so you can, aside from, you know, getting people to accept your invitation link and stuff like that, if you go to my shipmates, there's a whole heap of shipmates listed here. That you can see a lot of people there.
In one of those containers in the community tokens, and you Collingwood that way.
Yeah, so you got a lot of people there that you can actually use. There's a lot of people that you know, see if they play. When you play, you can actually get some tokens out for it, and if they buy stuff, you can get a percentage of their.
Well, I've actually used my community tokens quite often in events. Like, I think I used in the Japanese cruiser events. To get some Japanese tokens, I use so many community tokens to buy the Japanese cruiser tokens.
Yeah, folks. I mean, like,
so actually quite handy things to have in your back pocket.
Yeah, definitely. And folks, you know, like it's actually very good, you know, to see people interact with you and have fun with you, and that sort of thing. But yeah, look, it's a bit of a win-win, plus for you and for them as well. But anyhow, just to
start streaming more for start recruiting people.
Yeah, well, it's always good to have.
Anti-submarine warfare armor for Dutch cruisers. Nothing's funny. More data charges. More things go boom underwater. Putting out for the Dutchies.
Now, I'm not going to put in the context here yet, but I will put it out there for any future events for Dirigible Derby or Airship or transports.
Yes.
If you want people to have fun with Wolfpack mode, the operation, for example, that they introduced last year, you could do a one-off, a convoy, you know, event with submarines, or shipmates on the surface, like bounce it out half and half, where you have subs and ships going head-to-head against each other on that. But it could be doable, but I won't go beyond that. But it's like, I think that, you know, the Wolfpack mode was a bit of mixed event, like, people liked it, people didn't like it as well. Because like submarines is nice for old games like Silent Hunter, or Wolfpack, or
all the old 90s,
old 90s Silent Service and things like 680 Attack Sub and things like that.
But dedicated to being in a submarine control room. But and you control everything
in World of Warships, even though it's modernized and it's done differently, it's a bit hard to have that balance between surface and underwater. But you're seeing it now, folks, by the way, in random battles, and you can't say any different, because as much as people have been telling me in my stream, and I will say this in this video real quick, is that people who say to me submarines have to be removed from the game, I turned around and said we have to be really, really careful on how we justify on how submarines should be removed from that game mode. Not the game, from that game mode. Now, I have bitten and tightened my lip a lot. I don't mind playing submarines for Wolfpack mode for operations. A tech tree mode for submarines has been introduced and you don't see many people invested into it. That's okay, because most of the time we spend focusing our time and devotion to the surface ships.
And the grind, which Wargaming, do me a favour. Can you just listen off the grind?
Yeah, for which part though? Which part though?
Just between events, it's like bang, this event's finished, this event starts. There's no break from grinding. You don't get a chance to begin. Okay, I can just chill for a while.
Actually, you're right. I mean, like the grinding we've been doing for the last few.
And the grind is just constant, non-stop, always there. You don't get that break of, well, that's over. Cool, I can chill, just play a game for a bit.
Yep. See
what I want to do, and then it comes the next grind. It's just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
You don't get that break. It burns you out.
It does. It does. I mean, like, that's why some people have taken a break from the game. And look, I don't blame them for that, but either as well too, because I had a good friend of mine who started playing the game with me from the start of alpha and beta till now. Most recently, he took a break of the game for 12 months, and he's back. And I understood the reason why he took a break. And the reason why he took that break was very simple. No rest in between. Bang, 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 as you were saying, Tassie. It was just basically...
I've walked away from the game for 6 months at times.
You know, like, a good example was World of Warcraft has listened to people to take a break from between content to content. Because, you know, for example, when they introduced, like, in Wrath of the Lich King, they introduced, like, Trial of the Crusader. Everyone's really focused on that, you know, that big raid and everything. Everyone's having fun, but they dragged it out a long time before they actually released, you know, another content, so that people can have a period of quietness and relaxation, and then boom, new content has come out. And then when that was the hype, you know, pretty much, and then they go all the way through for 6 to 12 months again, stopped afterwards, and then there was a time of peace and quiet and clarity and prosperity, and wow, that's like, you know, all those kind of things, like you really sit back, relax, and play other games. You see, like, as a gamer, or as much as we all love playing games for fun and enjoyment. We all love playing a diversity of games. Look, yes. And, you know, like, for example, I got, you know, like, I watch movies too. Like, for example, there's Mass Effect movie that I picked up, well, a couple of years ago, which is Paragon Lost. I've watched it every now and then, but, you know, like, if you can give us a chance, folks, to You know, like to have a little bit of relaxation in between
Yeah,
sessions. That'd be awesome. Even a month, even just 1 month, like a whole month
nice.
of quietness, and then quickly
The
push
dockyard's
forward.
about to end. Well, the dockyard ends soonish.
Yeah,
Not quite. And as soon as that's done, you can guarantee, bang, there's the next thing right on the heels. It's like, really?
yeah.
We're going, can we just get like some peace and quiet for a second?
You know, in all seriousness though, for dockyards, I would like the idea of maybe looking into this idea is that, let's just say a new dockyard is going to come out the next patch. How about delay that release for 2 weeks for terms of the dockyard, and then just say have a 2 week break, 2 week, then the third week, bang, officially that dockyard is released.
My view of dockyard is it should be changed. Place it
In what way?
Place it into where are they? Combat, no, combat. The missions where you get Yamamoto and
Oh, you mean the campaign missions?
yeah, make it a campaign mission where you can come back to it at your own pace, knock it over, get the ship, just do it in your own time.
Actually, to tell you the truth, the campaign missions are a long time overdue. They need to be changed.
So make that the dockyard.
Yeah.
So you're not
That's a
grinding
good
out.
idea. There's a good idea.
Not grinding it out during a season, so to speak.
Mm.
Because look, we've got dockyard going, we've
Mm.
got clans going, we've got brawl going, we've got ranked going, all at the same time.
Well, you know, when we say
And
that,
yes,
but
they're all interlinked in a way.
yeah,
With you can do some, and this is what irritates me. You can do some missions for dockyard operations, some in ranked, some in brawls, all in co-op. Make them all across every single format. So potential damage you only get in random co-op and rank, possibly even brawl. You can't get operation.
mm.
But if you're going to make these mission requirements for dockyard, make them across all game modes.
Yeah.
No, don't just go, okay, for this one, X game mode. We've got enough going on worrying what game mode they're playing. Just make them all the same damn game mode.
Here's an example of the game, the campaigns that we're talking about, folks. Basically, got Signs of Victory, Honorable Service, Yamato, Hit Hard, Fast, Often. Also, the Epochs on Navy. Now, if you look at the end reward result, you got like for the Hit Hard, Hit Fast, Hit Often. Achievement is Halsey, Admiral Halsey. Yamato is for the Japanese one, and you know, like Shinome is for honorable service. Science Victory, you can do that multiple times. You can repeat it many times to get the premium time for it. The Epoch on Navy is just basically a permanent camouflage as well as bonus package.
I know, like, it's horrible.
And stuff like that. But, you know, just let me put this into perspective. At least you can repeat the rewards in those campaigns and get them anytime you wish. Which is fun. Which is good.
You can do it at your own pace. You're not in a time constraint to smash out a dockyard.
Yeah.
Wargaming, it's just a suggestion. You know, don't listen to me, but hey. I'm just one player in the big cog of wargaming.
Well, maybe one day we might see a good positive change of that in the future. Who knows?
Let's give a CC. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ranked battles. Here we go. Patch 12, kickoff rank season 10. Really? 10?
yeah.
Let's go. 12.1. Okay, Bronze League, Tier 6. Ooh, I like that. I like Tier 6. That's fun.
Yeah.
Silver League, Tier 8. Gold, Tier 9, 10. That's standard. All ships, but submarines can play. No submarines.
That's a good one to escape from the headache from that too. But in all seriousness though, it's actually pretty interesting that the Gold and Bronze League, the retention of 1-star in the losing team by the player who earned the most experience has returned.
I like that.
It's actually a good choice that Wargaming has done.
I kept all the stars that way.
And the number of stars required to pass the leagues are also changed accordingly as well too, which is good.
Was it now one or it was two, wasn't it? To pass most stages.
Something like that, from memory.
Is it one now?
Yeah.
Actually, might play more rank.
Yeah. The details on the rank season will soon be released in our date. We will talk about that later on. But the Brawls is very good. So, in the lead up to Brawls, is a lot to do from the 30th of January to the 5th of February, which is for a week. It looks like a bit of a week. Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep.
For 6 versus 6 for tier 8 ships, which is good. 1 air, 1 CB, which is nice. No more than 3 battleships, 3 cruisers, and 3 destroyers, and no more than 1 submarine allowed. No divisions. Divisions are not allowed in this level, so it's a bit of a shame at tier 8. So that's interesting gameplay.
Because Brawl's on now. I mean, you've got divisions.
Yeah, the Brawl. I think what Wargaming is doing is that rotating between have a season, for Brawls with divisions, and then with division that makes sense. It's good to alternate. And the second Brawls is like from the 6th to 12th of February, as you're saying, and
6 on 6, 10, same restrictions.
Look, I think it's okay. What they're doing with that, and it's
editing content.
Yeah.
That's something exciting.
Now, this is where the hybrid ships have come into play. Adding and editing content, this is really different for all these ships. I mean, like, I will be honest with you, these Stormy Sky permanent camouflages look very nice for New York City. Wait a minute. Hang on a minute, I just noticed something.
What?
We got the Mid-Autumn Festival as well applied to the Warspite.
Which looks horrible for Warspite.
Karga,
I'm sorry, people. I like camouflage being camouflage, not this.
Oh dear.
I'm now a historical Puritan. I like my camouflage being camouflage. Although I do like the palm tree one for Atlanta. That's hilarious.
That was a good one, actually.
That was hilarious.
I'm not sure what to make out of this camouflage, hey?
What, the Mid-Autumn Vessel? Yeah,
for the Dunkirk, Eugen, Karga, and Warspite. But
yeah, it's... Look at Warspite and look at the Queen Anne's Mansion. Yeah. Sorry, that's historical speak for the bridge structure. It's called Queen Anne's Mansion because Queen Anne built a series of buildings that look just like big blocky square things.
Yeah.
And so the Royal Navy started calling these structures and then worship Queen Anne's mansions. So in fact.
Well,
when you look at it, it looks like they just stopped adding paint to the model. It looks unfinished.
Well, it's just like when I'm looking and comparing it in regarding to my Ohio custom skin that KGB Terminator did for me. And
yes.
By the way, KGB Terminator is a very talented individual, folks. You should go check him out. But anyway, to cut the long story short, that there is a good example of very good level detail of the skin itself. And, I have a video showing this, but as I'm showing this right now, what I got is like, the level of detail to put into this is a lot of passion in it. And in all seriousness though, just by comparing to what is available...
Look at Warspite. It's like they got... The section looks unfinished.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It doesn't... No, it just feels wrong.
Yeah, the Warspite, it just feels weird. Dunkirk, same thing. Karga, okay.
It's only the bridge that looks unfinished, but the rest of the ship looks reasonable.
Yeah, Karga's okay.
Print Eugen again.
Eugen
looks unfinished.
Yeah. But I don't know.
It looks like a work in progress. Work in progress, exactly.
Hmm.
It says in the corner of the screen. It looks like a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, but it looks alright though. But
Pots.
anyway,
this camouflage has got me scratching my head.
yeah, it's not like a must-have, folks. I mean, like it's good for us CCs, for me that is, to demonstrate and show what it looks like when we get it in the game.
Next one down, mate.
But yeah,
go past the hot pots because they're the hot pot pages.
Yeah, that's like, like if you love food, you can't eat the screen though. Sorry.
Dumpling expendable camouflage. Yep.
Dumpling. Okay, seriously, Wargame.
Yep.
Hey, Wargame, pay attention. Wargaming. What are you trying to imply? Do you want me to get a big chunk of chopsticks and trying to reach into the screen and trying to get the dumpling off the ship?
Wargaming. What were you thinking?
Oh god, man.
Dumpling. What?
In all seriousness though, I'll give you credit, Wargaming, for this one, but I have to say, now you've got me thinking about food for World of Warships now.
That's just one of the weirdest things I've seen done. I've seen this weird things.
You got me thinking about food, man. You got me thinking about food. You got dumpling camouflage. Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. Dumpling camouflage. You got me thinking about food. Look at that, food. This is what I'm thinking about. Food.
Some Chinese things.
Man.
Last little thing here: flags, Colossus, Illinois, Dyson.
Yeah.
More food for Rev. Eat, play, talk. Play. Achievement, Salamander and Hurricane. Salamander. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, but look, I have to say that just by looking at it, folks, that's a lot of food. And wow, did we just reach to the end of that there? But looking at it, but I'll tell you this right now. Let's just recap a couple things about this. I know this is a very long video for this one, but I will start off by saying...
unusual for us, is it?
Oh, no, it's not. No. But I will be honest with you. Let's just start off with what we really like very quick in this, as in summary. The new commander, the Pan Asian commander, that sounds great. Okay, let's just go with the great things. 10 out of 10. This is something we're excited about. All right.
This man.
Yeah.
Firing. Give him a job.
Very good. Yeah, give him a bonus pay, Wargame. Whoever who came up with that idea.
Yes.
But
this man.
The Airship Escort for this year is going to be different. It's been different. It's got good potential. Let's just say it's got
potential.
It's good. It's got good potential, and I can see good positive aspect of it. Folks, if you're wondering what they meant about the patch 11.1, details. There's a video about that. There's some information about that for you to check out. We will add this link in the comments down below of the description of this video for you to check at your own time. So definitely go check it out. It is actually very good mission to do. Now, rank battles is like, we understand why. Brawls, we also do understand why.
Brawls, brawl.
Yeah, Brawls is like, we understand why, no divs. And let me just put it clearly in the context here. For this season, over the Christmas period to New Year, we have seen some very interesting Brawl makeups. And the Napoli is pretty much out there a lot.
That's meta. Is it the meta? I've got to get one in.
Yeah, but it's actually very interesting to see how Brawls are going. But
Well, I'm being brought in Goliath.
it's good to see that wargaming is alternating between with divs and without divs for brawls. So keep it up that way, wargaming. We'd like to see more of that way. That's a good approval from all of us. Ranked battles, though.
Yes, that's a thumbs up from us.
Yeah, ranked battles, though. I'm not sure if we ever had ranked battles with divs for a while now.
No.
It would be nice to have at least, but you know.
Hang on, have we had?
Or was it only just focus on brawls? Maybe that's the reason why they moved over to brawls.
I think you can div in rank.
We have to check on that a little bit later on.
But my brain's going processing blank.
I just can't remember when was the last time we actually dived up and ranked.
I think I did. I think I have done ranked with Ian as a div. I don't remember. I have to go back and research this.
Exactly.
I shall call the research department and put the work on it. Boys, get to work.
The so-called hybrid warships, the Nebraska, Delaware, and Louisiana.
BCV.
It's gonna be interesting, but yeah, I like it what I'm seeing. But the Mid-Autumn Festival is like a what-if situation. It didn't seem like it's sinking in with us yet. I honestly don't think the camos look.
The Mid-Autumn Festival was like
the
art department finally went to lunch.
I mean, like I just think that the Mid-Autumn Festival was lacking something there.
The art department went to lunch and handed the keys to the production boys. And hey, you met Ken Fleisch once.
Dumpling though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out there, folks. If you see me get a dumpling camo and you see me trying to eat the screen, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
What kind of bacon and eggs? Something that's mainly food.
Well, actually, considering it's a lunar event around that time for 12, it is suitable.
Yes, dumplings.
It is a suitable dumplings.
We'll go next time. Bacon.
What's next? Wonton noodle soup? There we go. That was a little interesting.
Oh, wonton noodle soup with special fried rice.
Yeah.
142 on the wargaming menu, please.
But
with soy sauce.
There you go. But yeah, folks, I mean, like, big shout out to Tazzy. Thanks for co-casting with me for this podcast for these two videos.
Again.
Again. That's funny he says that. But look, folks, leave us comments, give us a like or anything. Just let us know how you feel about these
subscribe.
New version 12 patches, what's going on. There's a few other news articles that is coming up as well, like the balance changes for the ships, and generally speaking, also the test shifts that's happening at the moment. Like, before we go, I'll summarize this. 13.5 kilometers, an extra kilometer on the Brisbane for the torpedo range. I'm just gonna leave it at that, and we'll talk about it in another video. But it's interesting to see what the new changes are going on to the Brisbane, the Z42 Nebraska, Louisa Alliance, and Duplex. But yeah,
what were you thinking?
Let me put this in perspective before we get too carried away, and that is, I know that these ships, in generally speaking, are still getting tweaked a bit, right? And there's been some mixed reaction about the Brisbane for us Australians and New Zealanders out there. I will say this to the viewers out there. I've heard you, and I have shared that feedback with the team as well. But yeah, I know a lot of us are looking forward to it, but at the same time, that we have to wait and see what's going on next. But remember, remember in the past history, Wargaming has a habit of, even after the official release of the ship, they do tweak it a bit again. So remember, all decisions that when you see things like this are not yet final.
Based on Brisbane current stats, do I want one? No. Will I get one? Yes.
Yeah.
Brisbane.
That is a good summary of what Tazzy just told us right now. Repeat what you just said.
Do I want it? No. Am I going to get it? Yes. Because it's Brisbane. It's got Australian into it. It's going to be a poor coin.
Yeah.
Just sit in the port.
The first of all, in summary, it's an Australian ship, a rare ship, and as Australian, just like Tassie, we definitely want the ship, but maybe not for the right reasons. You see, as an Australian, it's about bloody damn time we have something. That Wargaming has finally acknowledged us, that we're part of the community. Wargaming has finally acknowledged that these ships do exist, and in a hindsight, and finally started to implement the game. Look, we got the Vampire 2, the Vampire, the Perth. Okay, those three are in the game currently. The Brisbane will be the fourth vessel in the fleet. As we talked in the previous dev blog about the Colossus class aircraft carrier, potential for the Sydney and the Melbourne, you know?
Our naval history is actually more strong than people think.
And that's speaking from a person who has a lot of knowledge on Australian history and military warfare. In all seriousness, though, Wargaming, you should get this guy in the Super Test program. My
other biggest gripe.
Right there. Hashtag Tassie for Super Test. There you go.
Actually, it's not bad. My other biggest gripe is tribal class choice.
Yeah.
Before we end this blog, because we've got Cossack, which is the original tribal, which is English, who built them first. Yes. Canada has two tribals because they had them too. The only country other than those two have tribals was us, Australia. And the exact gun armament of our tribals matches the Canadian tribals that are in game now. So the model is there for an Australian tribal. Only 3 countries operate these ships. Wargaming. Add the third country. Us, for God's sake, give us a tribal.
That's a fair point.
Give us not Bataan. Bataan was the last one built. Give us Warramunga.
In all seriousness, though, it's good to see that the Brisbane has come out. It's good to see that we're going to have an opportunity. So we have to wait and see in the near future. Yep. As for the other things like the Z42, Nebraska, Louisiana Alliance, and Duplex, interesting changes they're going through, but we'll have to wait and see how they pan out in the next few weeks or so. And definitely more details of that will be linked in the video for you to check out at your own time and pace. But Tassie, thanks again for joining in for this podcast.
It's a very hot day.
Yeah,
my room's getting too hot now.
Yeah.
I'm saying I must drink more.
Yeah, well, actually, I've been hydrating a fair bit and drinking a lot of water, which is awesome to see.
Well, my can is empty and there's rum in the fridge. In this room now.
Well, I got like a few drinks to drink as well too. I mean, like I still got leftovers of the Canadian clubs, apple ciders, and what's next? You know that the Great Northern.
That go in the next video. Then the track the drinking of Tassie and Revan.
That'll be interesting as
hell. Oh boy!
Oh boy!
People, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, but yeah, folks. I mean, like, thanks again for your support as always and tuning in. But until then, stay safe, take care, and folks, leave comments, give it a like,
subscribe, hit that bell.
Let us know, and then take it from there. Yes. But yeah, thanks again, guys.
Bye.
Bye.